90-day fiancé Florian Sukaj going back to home country. 90-day fiancé star Florian Sukaj has been through many ups and downs with his wife, Stacey Silva. Things got so bad between the two to the point that they participated in the latest season of 90 Day, The Last Resort. They were willing to work on their marriage by the end of the spin-off. However, some fans think Florian's time in the US is nearing its end. Keep reading to see why. 90-day fiancé, Florian Sukaj's life in Albania. Florian lived in Shkodër, Albania, with his family. The 90-day fiancé star is known for his sincere love for his family, which was shown even more when his sister, Elmira Sukaj, died from cancer in November 2021. Florian mourned the passing of his sister, whom he really loved. He has uploaded numerous photos of his family on his Instagram, and it's clear how much he loves his family. Florian's family owns a furniture store in Albania, but he thrived in his career as a model. However, he has expressed his struggles finding proper employment in the US, and Stacey's hurtful words during the tell-all may fuel his desire to get back to his home country. Florian going back to his home country. The Tell-All Part 5 featured one of the most difficult situations between Stacey Silva and Florian Sukaj. During the segment, the therapist said that there's no equal balance in Stacey and Florian's marriage. The therapist added, Florian needs to step up, and he hasn't at this point, and Stacey has to allow him to step up. Florian responded by saying that he treats his wife like his kid, but this made Stacey upset, and she stormed out of the set. Stacey later said that she's disappointed about her man for lashing out, and she feels like he needs to learn manners. She continued, "It's unacceptable, and I'm not taking this anymore." It's no secret that Florian is from a foreign country and handles problems differently, but it seems it's something that Stacey and the cast members are looking past. Stacey then told Florian, "Maybe you should go to Albania for a little bit." Things were still intense between the two by the end of the segment, making some viewers curious if Florian will follow his wife's advice of going back to his home country. Florian didn't exactly respond to Darcy's suggestions of making him go back to Albania. But his frustration from his marriage may trigger his desire to make such decisions. 90-day fiancé, where is Florian Sukaj today? Florian remains in touch with the fans on social media. Many of his posts today indicate that he's still living in the US. The 90-day fiancé star works as a model. He barely uploads photos with his wife, Stacey, making some fans think that things are still not well between them. Stacey Silva also had issues about how Florian Sukaj talks to her sister in the middle of the night. But Darcy clarified during the tell-all that there's nothing suspicious about their relationship. Even Darcy's husband, Georgi Rusev, doesn't see anything wrong with how Darcy treats her brother-in-law. Florian Sukaj, the ever-enigmatic and often polarizing husband of Stacey Silva from 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, might just be boarding a one-way flight back to Albania, and fans are left stunned, curious, and more than a little suspicious. Is it just a visit, a cultural reconnection, or something far more complicated? The news broke when Florian was spotted at JFK Airport with two large suitcases and a somber expression, noticeably without Stacey by his side. Social media quickly exploded with theories. Was there trouble in paradise? Was he going back to Albania permanently? And most importantly, was TLC Florian nor Stacey have made any official statements? The breadcrumbs are out there, and they tell quite the story. Cracks beneath the surface. Since their debut, Stacey and Florian's relationship has always been intense, full of passion, jealousy, and more than a few eyebrow-raising arguments. While Florian charmed fans with his loyalty and devotion, others couldn't help but notice his mood swings, cryptic social media posts, and moments where he seemed disconnected from Stacey's over-the-top lifestyle. Rumors of tension between them have only grown. Sources close to the couple claim that Stacey has been pushing for more cosmetic enhancements and social media collaborations, while Florian longs for a quieter, simpler life. He misses his roots, a source told a reality TV gossip blog. He talks about his family back in Albania a lot. He's been homesick, and lately it's gotten worse. And then there's the question of kids. Stacey, in her late 40s, has been vocal about wanting to expand their family. Florian? Not so much. Insiders say that the topic of children has caused major rifts, especially when Stacey suggested exploring fertility treatments or even surrogacy. A solo return or a filming opportunity. According to an anonymous airport employee, Florian was seen boarding a flight to Tirana, Albania, with a camera crew in tow. That's led many fans to believe this isn't just a personal journey, it's part of an upcoming storyline. Could Florian be returning to Albania to see if he truly belongs back there? Or could it be the setup for a shocking spin-off, 90 Day Fiancé, Florian's return? Reddit threads and Facebook fan groups are ablaze with speculation. Maybe he's going back to bring his family to the US? What if Stacey told him to leave? Their energy has been off lately. Imagine if he reunites with an old flame in Albania? TLC would love that drama. Whether this is a trip of closure, reconnection, or escape, fans can't help but wonder if it signals the end of Stacey and Florian as we know them. Stacey's cryptic clues. Meanwhile, Stacey has been unusually quiet on Instagram. Known for her filtered selfies, twinning with her sister Darcy, and dramatic declarations of love, she's instead posted a few vague stories about new beginnings and trusting the universe. One particularly dramatic post showed a photo of her standing alone in a glamorous dress with the caption, "Sometimes letting go is the only way to grow." Fans immediately interpreted this as a possible breakup teaser, while others think Stacey is simply leaning into the drama to drum up interest for the next season. Still, longtime viewers know Stacey doesn't do anything halfway. If Florian really is going back to Albania for good, we can expect tears, tantrums, and maybe even a trip to confront him on his home turf. Culture clash comeback? Some speculate that Florian's trip home might be less about a breakup and more about reconnecting with his culture, something that's been quietly building since his first arrival in the US. Despite his efforts to adapt, Florian has often seemed out of place in the world of Botox, fashion brand launches, and Silva sister drama. A close friend told In Touch Weekly, Florian always said he wanted Stacey to meet his grandparents. Maybe he's trying to finally make that happen, or maybe he just needs to breathe. The idea of Florian staging a cultural comeback isn't far-fetched. Reality TV has seen it before, cast members rediscovering their heritage, exploring their roots, and even questioning their relationships once they're back in familiar surroundings.